Hey, welcome back to Reliable Rust. Back to work on the 63 Falcon. Cross member came in for the transmission. This is actually for a 64 Mustang. And we're going to see if it fits. So come on
Doesn't
down.
look like it, but we're going to find out how far.
Yep. So come on down and let's check this out. I'll leave this up here for now. We don't need that.
Yeah. So.
Alright, we got the drive shafts already out.
Yep. I can figure out how to use vice grips. There we go. Get the parking brake out of the way, or start getting the parking brake out. I hear a sled. Can you do me a huge favor?
What's up?
And see if a parking brake's actually released?
That better?
More better, yeah.
Who puts a parking brake on before they take it off?
Well, I don't know. It must
I
be
bet
some
you'd
kind of
almost like
rocket
fall
scientist.
apart right now, huh?
Not quite, but getting there. There we go. Now we're spinning freely. Yeah, release parking brake before trying to take parking brake off. But,
That's just what smart people do.
yeah. Oop. I'm stuck. There we go.
Put that in a box of extra parts.
All right. I did find another one of these in my box of miscellaneous. Always push this in, slide that out. Get the cable out. Oh, is it not coming out? There we go. There we go. I got my jigging set up so we can put the engine on there.
Yep.
When we get the tranny out. Alright, so that's free.
Now, are you pulling the transmission completely out for this?
Gonna have to, yeah.
I don't know if you can slide that part in.
I think you'd be better off just getting it out of the way completely. Honestly. You'd be much better off just getting it totally out of the way. But what I should have done, what I can do now, is this gonna fit? Oh, it's not gonna fit. Make it fit from this side. Got something over here. Can drain the fluid into. You know what else a smart person should do right now?
What's that?
Some wheel chocks on this thing.
No. Just pull the e-brake.
Yeah, pull the e-brake I just disconnected. Well, I mean, you can always put the car in park too.
Yeah. Now we have the drive shaft out.
And it's a
E-brake is removed. Now we're
manual.
gonna
And it's
do.
a manual transmission, and yeah, it's a
Always remember, guys. Safety third.
safety eventually. Uh-oh, we'll have to edit some of that. What's the best place to put your drain plug? In the pan.
You got to keep it lubricated.
This would be the ideal time to use a cordless ratchet. Well, actually, this is a cordless ratchet, but
Now, what's the idea of that spring?
I'm honestly not sure.
Bolts to the bottom of the transmission.
Yeah,
Comes across here, connects to the mount.
I think it's supposed to be like a vibration damper type thing. I honestly don't know about that part. Because it's set up like a regular leaf spring for it's a quarter elliptical foot. It's spring mounted. I think it's to give you a better ride and all that fun stuff, but I don't
It's
Here.
weird because the transmission is bolted to that cross member. So.
Yeah. Yep. And now you can see right here where I had to space it because the whole thing had shifted down so much.
Yep.
So I put there's some washers right in here. I don't know if you can see that with the phone.
I do see space there, but
Yeah. Because the whole thing was coming down. So I had to lift the transmission up a little bit.
now is that the only actual mount for the transmission?
Yeah.
So there's no the part you're unbolting right now doesn't actually bolt to the transmission. So okay, so that's the actual mount. That's like the rubber mount from back in the day.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's just the 4 bolts in the transmission and these 2 bolts, and the whole thing drops right out.
Gotcha.
So I'll have this tranny out of here in a few minutes, but yeah, I just moved that freaking shoulder just right and it hurts.
Well, tell a doctor it hurts when I move my arm like this, and they're gonna tell you don't move your arm like that.
Right? It's like, hey, it hurts when I hit myself in the head with a hammer. Don't hit yourself in the head with a hammer.
But it's so much fun. What is drinking alcohol but just using a different hammer? You know.
This is a very, very valid point. All right, so now the tranny is just supported by these 2 3/8. Such a cute little transmission.
Yeah.
This is the transmission. It's a 277. It's a very light duty transmission. But it's a happy transmission. I don't know if they were ever in the Mustang because the next one up was like a 303. I believe that refers to the first gear. But
Yeah, now that transmission's out and the cross member's out, you can see the
oh yeah.
rot in that cross member.
But it's actually not it's not as bad as I was thinking.
No, that's why I was saying if we have to, we can just cut these sections out and
just weld some new tubes in.
Obviously, if the
Because
other
that's
one
part
fits,
of the problem, because that's why the thing was crushing in.
Yep.
Is because the tubes that were in here are totally rotted out.
Yeah, but if the new one fits perfectly, I just weld that one right in. But
that's awfully close, but it's definitely a different cross and bridge. So this is a 64 versus 63.
well, let's do some measuring now
But-
that the transmission's out. Let's do some measuring.
There's that tube that's supposed to be in here.
Yeah, so it doesn't crush.
So exactly, it doesn't crush. It gives it some more. What if we just take that section out and weld that into here?
Why don't you take that new one, go over to your transmission right now, and see if it lines up with that cross member?
Oh yeah, how far that is.
Because if that's like 2 inches off.
Oh boy, 2 inches.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're talking. That's a big difference.
There's
Yeah,
a
so
slight
this is-
difference there. So it's definitely not the right cross member, but
I still like the idea of figuring out how much you cut out of here.
yeah.
Cut that. Do you know if the height from here to here is accurate?
That's another thing we gotta measure.
Here's a straight edge. I think it's a straight edge. Looks like a ruler.
It's because it is a ruler. You hear about the yardstick factory?
No.
They're not making them any longer.
Very good.
Actually, on that joke, this one is longer
Yes, it is.
because it's a meter.
I measure things by bald eagles and F-150s.
Freedom units,
Yes.
freedom fractions. Okay, so let's see how bad the rest of this cross member is. Here's a good test for
You could have easily got a couple more miles out of that.
oh, I know I could, but it's actually more solid than I thought it was going to be. Which is not saying a lot, but
Your biggest problem was it was getting crushed by those bolts.
yeah. Wonder if there were tubes in there. It's actually a lot more solid than I thought it was. Huh. Okay. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I want to cut those corners out.
Yeah, just cut the corners. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Then I don't have to pull the floor out, or then pull the interior of the car out. No, I do think we're gonna have to do those. I think we're gonna have to pull the exhaust out of here.
If you're gonna do a good job, yes.
That's yeah. Oh, I dropped a walk washer.
Yeah, I see it.
So I think that might be next week episode is slicing and dicing. We'll mark everything off where everything sits normally.
If you're questioning what you should cut, probably sleep on it.
Yeah.
And
that's the other thing. The other thing I want to do is I want to make like a template.
Yeah.
So I can go back to exactly where these location holes were.
Absolutely.
And
I would actually, you know what you do? Before you cut it, get yourself some non-corrugated like poster board.
Yeah.
Build a
copy of
the
this.
piece on top of that.
Yep.
Come over to this new one, see if it matches up good. If it does, you can cut the old one out, use that cardboard template, put it over the new one, mark it, cut it, and it'll weld right in.
I think this might entail a trip to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. That would be my suggestion.
No, that's kind of where my brain was thinking about that, because I don't want to cut. I also don't want to cut anything until I have some kind of thing where I can rebuild this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how when I did my cab mounts on my truck, I completely did the cardboard cutout first.
Yep. Yeah, you did some CAD drawings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardboard
aided. Yeah, I showed you these ones, right?
Yeah, I was there when we were doing that.
You were? Okay.
Yeah, because you were drilling that out and spot welding it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So I built these, and I also did these. These stiffeners are same thing. These are welded from the top.
Pull that light over.
So these stiffeners, when I made this floor panel, I forget what the...
So instead of bead rolling, you just did
rolling,
that.
I did this. Now, granted, I do want to get a bead roller.
I've got one.
You do have one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you bought a bead roller.
Yep.
I did not know that. Can you do 90-degree angles with that?
What do you mean 90s?
Can you, like, roll a 90 into it?
I did to look at my dies. I don't know if I have that particular die.
I did not know you bought a bead roller.
Yep.
Okay.
I did it for the my trailer. My fenders, I put a bead on the top of the fenders.
I did not even know that.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll be making some templates, cutting up some new steel, and replacing some old steel. Hopefully it works out.